Salute everybody coming on in the building. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all tap on in. And yes, we are going to get into this, man. It's bad. I dropped a regular video on this, but it doesn't do no justice to what is currently going on, man. And the situation is worse than I originally thought. Way worse. As you guys come in, I'm going to break it down and explain to you guys exactly what I'm talking about and what is going on, man, because what I've read in these court documents, man, what's in these court documents, man, oh, man, this is bad. And not only that, what I told y'all, I don't know if y'all seen my video I did earlier today. I tried to tell y'all some of these things that have been reportedly going on. I know some of you guys probably didn't hear what I was trying to say. And y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here. And salute to everybody. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if we good in here, man. I need a mic check real quick so we can get on go. But again, I'm telling you guys, man, this is not a good. This is what I'm about to bring y'all, man. Is not good. What I'm about to bring y'all. Hopefully you guys will get the notifications. Y'all know how YouTube been doing on the channel lately with the notifications, so it is what it is. But we're definitely going to tell y'all what's going on, man. So basically, to start off, Big Tigger, everybody knows he has this case going on with his estranged wife, Alicia Brown. Everybody pretty much has heard about this situation. Everybody pretty much knows some of what's going on as far as what's been reported in the media, right? Now, the cops, as I told you guys, they, shortly after the situation with, shortly after the situation with Big Tigger, him getting arrested, they arrested Alicia Brown, right? Now, they arrested her on kidnapping charges, and she had been arrested, and she's facing 30 years in prison. Now, all the paperwork's coming out and what really happened in the situation and what they're saying has happened in the situation, you guys, beyond sad. And we're going to get right into it. Basically, what's been revealed, well, let's start with what the husband said again. Not the husband, the baby father of the child that's missing for Alicia Brown, the girl who's arrested right now, and she's facing those kidnapping charges and up to 30 years in prison, right? Let's talk about that first. First of all, with that situation right there, the father came out of the missing child and talked to Tasha K. The father came out and talked to Tasha K. And the father told Tasha K some very interesting information. Now, let's get into that right now. What the father told Tasha K, and then I'm going to get y'all to the paperwork. Because the father basically revealed to Tasha K that the police are investigating Big Tigger as a part of that kidnapping situation. You know what I'm saying? Is what he has pretty much put out here, right? And I'm going to let y'all hear what he had to say. So you don't hear it from me, you hear it from him. Now, let's let y'all get to that first.
But I do know personally that Tigger does have a few connections within the community of Atlanta, and that's the reason why they kept his arrest and his his mugshot, on the low, and they let him go in and out because of who he was. So he got special privileges based on who he was. Now, since this time, and you guys have tried to reach out to Tigger to kind of let him know and to get help, You explained that your family was blocked. He didn't want anything to do with it. Now that the same thing is happening to him, do you feel like he has something to do with Alicia, your baby mama, being picked up in regards to your daughter's whereabouts? Do you feel like because he was not able to see his child that he has with her? Because what I was told is that the police put out like a APD on her saying, hey, she's headed northbound. This is a car we're looking for. This is a person we're looking for. So how did they even know where she was headed? I'm thinking, and what I got the drop on was that Tigger gave them the drop because she had his child in the car and was keeping his child that they share away from him.
Now, here's the thing. Tasha K didn't report. She was given the custody of the child because of the situation. She was given temporary custody of that child. So the police had actually barred Big Tigger from his house, and they barred him from the child temporarily. They had filed a temporary order from him because of the assault case that was out against Big Tigger, right? So that's why she had a right to have the child with her and away from Big Tigger because the courts had ruled on that. That's just me being fair. But this situation gets crazy because I'm about to reveal something to y'all, and it's about to be revealed to y'all. And I told you guys this on this channel before, and I'll tell you again. I told y'all I was going to bet, because I had already read reports that they were going to investigate Big Tigger to see how much he knew or didn't know about the missing child. And I told you guys there were numerous reports that many people had told Big Tigger, hey man, this child is missing. What are you doing with this woman? They had warned Big Tigger about this woman, and apparently they're saying that Big Tigger just ignored it, didn't care about it, and moved on. That's what the allegations are, right? Now, in the aftermath of this, I told you guys when that girl got arrested, well, the cops, from what was reported, were going to look at Big Tigger as well and see what his potential involvement could have been, because that was his wife and she was living with him. So if she is living with him and there's a missing child that's out there and he knew about it and willfully withheld the information from the child's father, then he could hold liability as well, and he could F around and get charged with as a part of that as well. Well, come to find out today on Tasha K, she did an interview with the missing child's father, and that man went in on Big Tigger and said, look, ain't no way he didn't know. And not only that, he spilled the beans that they have a police investigation going on right now to Big Tigger into this, because he said, based off the information that he's received from the authorities, he said he can't speak on this, but he said that they're getting a lot of information. I'll let y'all hear what he had to say.
What have you heard in terms of this? Her arrest and all of that?
Well, to answer the first question, it's possible that he, gave them some information about about Alicia's location and all of that. I'm not really sure, but what was shared to me when they pulled her over was that, there were bags in the car. There was two children in the car, two small children in the car, and they were about almost 2.5, 3 hours outside of Atlanta at the time. So, there was nobody that they knew in that area. So it suggested that they were on their way somewhere.
Right. It seemed like she was taking them, and she had a right to, because she had a temporary restraining order against him and the kids. But, so technically, that's why she didn't get charged with that. Just to let y'all know, right? Like abduction and stuff like that with that, right? But, here's the problem. I don't think Big Tigger knew that they was going to turn around and potentially investigate him because that was his wife. Let's keep going.
Nowhere. And
download cleanup.
Now, I want to get to this part. You got these stupid commercials. I want to get to this part where he talks about I want to get to this part where he talks about Big Tigger and what Big Tigger knew or didn't know.
What do I think?
She could have put. Go ahead. Yeah, please finish. No, go ahead. Please finish.
What do I think as far as Tigger? I believe he knows a lot more than what he's sharing. As far as my daughter is concerned, I don't know how much, but this. I'm also putting together information as well, and it's a little hard to say that you didn't know anything or you had no inclination of something was going on based on what I'm learning.
Listen to his words. He said, based on what I'm learning. Now, Tasha K says, well, how you learning this? You got a private investigator? Now, this dude probably ain't got the money to get no private investigator. I don't know his finances, but like I said before, I mean, the private investigators will cost some money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's had one. Maybe he doesn't. But from what he said, he stated that, hey, man, the cops have been investigating it. He can't talk about it because the cops have been gathering information.
Okay. So I take it you don't want to share that, what you've learned so far, because you're conducting your own private investigation?
Well, it's both. It's not necessarily private, but some of the information I'm not able to share because...
See, he's about to say I'm not allowed, but he said I'm not able to share. Because, listen what he say next.
Of the current ongoing case, and they don't want to jeopardize the investigation as far...
They don't want to jeopardize the investigation by him giving the information to the public that they're feeding him. Bro, Big Tigger, man, I hope they ain't got you on no messages or nothing, dog, because it's bad.
As locating Aaliyah, so they don't want me to, I guess, in a sense, give out information that would tip somebody else off.
Okay. So
he's already let y'all know that the police have been investigating, but here's where it gets worse, you guys. And this is going to be the worst part of it all, bro. So, it was two children in that car when Alicia Brown got pulled over, according to the reports, the police reports. One of them was the one she shares with Big Tigger, and one of them was the one she shares with another man, right? So, Big Tigger filed for divorce. And you see some of the divorce paperwork on the screen. He filed for divorce right as this went down when Alicia Brown has served her while she's in jail, right? With the divorce papers. Here's what's been revealed, you guys. Big Tigger had previously filed for divorce from her. I think it was at the beginning of this year. Either the beginning of this year or the end of last year. But right around that time, he had filed for divorce and he called it off. And you know how I know he called it off? Because he put it in the paperwork. And not only did he call it off, you guys, he called off the divorce. He was going to file for divorce from her and he called it off. I told y'all, this is this nigga fault. He should have filed for divorce from her as soon as that 2025 domestic violence case hit. He should have left her immediately. No question about it. He should have been out. But for some reason, when he filed for divorce, he stopped the proceedings and didn't go through with it. Right? And he got back with her. Right? Well, now, since he's filing divorce papers, he's revealed a lot. This woman got a lot of money. Not only do she got a lot of money and a lot of assets, that's hers, right? He's put this in the paperwork. It's all in the paperwork. Big Tigger also revealed something that made me very sad. Big Tigger revealed in this paperwork that the youngin' he got with her, when she was picked up, I don't know if Big Tigger thought that he was going to get custody or whatever like that. But remember, he's got his own case, so he has the judge banned him from seeing the youngin' as well, right? Now, if you guys remember, there was also another one. I don't know who the hell that was, right? But there was another one. Sound like a young man. If you guys remember in that second video, not the first one that was in the little room where she ran into the door with him, right? He fell on her and, they went into the door. Not that one. But the other one that was downstairs that we all saw that was right there by the front door that we all saw. Now, if you guys remember, there was a kid that was recording that, and he was screaming and hollering and yelling at Big Tigger, right? Now, if you remember, he was cursing Big Tigger, and this is the part I think where Big Tigger slipped up right here, and I'm going to tell y'all why. In Big Tigger's paperwork, he put in his paperwork, man, hey, y'all, CPS don't took this man's kids, man. They don't took his kid. Both of them. Let me repeat this again. Read what he put in his writing right there, you guys. The inner child and respondents, 4-year-old, are in the custody of the Department of Children and Family Services, man. Lord Jesus, have mercy, man. So now the youngins is in family services, man. Now, Big Tigger also included, now I think this is the same person that was recording that video, right? Now, remember how that person was talking crazy in that video to Tigger? I'm like, damn, this little person right here. Remember the person was screaming at Tigger that was recording that video, the second one we saw. I don't know if this is the same person, but I believe that's the same person. But Big Tigger wrote in this paperwork, it says on the evening of July the 6th, 2026, it says that the petitioner, right, it says basically he got a text message, right? Right? When this all went down. And the text message allegedly came from that youngin who was recording the whole video in the house when Big Tigger was over top of the girl, right? And Big Tigger don't put in the paperwork that old boy allegedly text him, that's why you can't see your son, bitch ass ninja. And Big Tigger put this in the paperwork and said that that's what that boy allegedly texted him. Now, he's saying he don't think it was that boy because that boy don't talk like that. But the problem is, and he trying to put it on Alicia, I guess, and say that I don't think he did that. It sounds like it was drafted by somebody else's text. But the problem is that they got that videotape too. Because remember, the cops got the whole tape. They got that videotape too. And that videotape, that boy is cussing out Big Tigger in that videotape. So that contradicts what Big Tigger put in this paperwork right here. That he don't think that boy wrote that, even though that message supposedly came from that boy that told him that's why you can't see your son beach a ninja, right? And this is all allegedly after Alicia Brown had got arrested too. So this thing has gone crazy, you guys. And a lot of stuff has been revealed in this paperwork, right? Right? And this is just sad situation because in this situation, I'm trying to be honest with y'all, both of these people, to me, both of them just, yeah, man. You know, I don't know why people picking sides in this situation. I don't think it's a side to pick. I think it's something wrong with both sides. I'll just be honest with you. Right? And I think that all of this stuff that's going on proves it. But now, to break you guys that bad news, man, and it's very sad to hear that, is that youngin, man, is in family services, man. I mean, Big Tigger has put this in the paperwork. I don't know if he thought that they were going to give that one to him since she got arrested and she's being held right now. But according to Tigger, that's not what happened. According to him, that's not what happened, man. Sad work, man. So now, Big Tigger is being investigated. And here's the thing. The cops, they're definitely going to investigate every aspect of that kidnapping situation, right? Because it's an ongoing investigation. If they find any way, shape, or form, because remember what the father just said. The father told you, man, it's impossible from all the information I'm hearing that this man didn't know nothing. I'm telling you something. He said he basically let you know it's coming from the police. He can't give you detailed information because he said it'll jeopardize their investigation. And here's the problem. that if Big Tigger knew and helped that girl, or if Big Tigger knew the location and withheld the location and didn't say nothing the whole time and knew and just stay, you know what I'm saying? Bro, he can get more in trouble, bro. And so it's all right here in the paperwork, man. This is a sad, very sad situation, man. And he had better hope that this situation doesn't backfire, in my opinion, because this entire situation on Big Tigger can backfire. And it can backfire bad. And the way I'm looking at this thing, you guys, man, he made a huge mistake not divorcing her the first time that he allegedly was filing for divorce. Because he put it in the paperwork that he had already tried to file for. He was already going to file for divorce. And then he just didn't do it. And I think that would be the biggest mistake he probably ever made, is not filing for divorce. And I've always told you guys, when there's something like that going on, man, and you got to file for divorce, bro. You can't stay in that situation. Nobody's going to want to hear none of your excuses. You know, these people might give you an excuse, but not on the legal level, right? Because even Tasha K was trying to tell the father of the child that's missing, oh, well, I don't think he did nothing to that girl domestically, this and the third. Tasha K, you ain't seen the whole video, baby. The cops say they got the whole unedited video. So Tasha K might have opened herself up to a lawsuit by talking about that girl like that, and she ain't even seen the whole video. The cops got the whole video. Not only has she not seen the whole video, the dude told Tasha K, Tasha, you don't understand the law. The law's not saying what you're saying. The law's not saying, hey, did he punch, if you think that's violence or not. The law is that if she tell you to don't put your hands on her, you put your hands on her. That's domestic assault. That's domestic battery. And he kind of shut Tasha K down when he said that to Tasha K. I noticed he shut Tasha K down. When he said that to Tasha K, he shut Tasha K down. Tasha K ain't really had no answer for that. And this is the father of the missing child. It sounds like he understands the law and how the law works. A lot of people don't understand the law, you guys. They don't understand how the law works. So when they look at stuff like that, they're looking at it, oh, he didn't punch her face out on the video we saw. Well, guess what? Alicia Brown wasn't the one who released those videos. Somebody else released those videos. And could they have released those videos to put a certain narrative out there? Because remember, the cops arrested Big Tigger, but the cops got the full unedited video, the one that we ain't never seen. And that's why I keep telling people, like, everybody keep running out here saying shit, but we haven't seen the unedited video. The cops are the ones who confiscated the full unedited video, not the clips that were leaked on social media. And it wasn't Alicia Brown who leaked those clips. Right? This situation is crazy, man. You know, very crazy, man. This could be a situation, my bad, y'all, where both of them lose out big time, man. Both of them, bro, listen, both of these people can end up going to prison, man. And this is why I be telling the guys, man, get your ass out of them type of situations, bro. Big Tigger should have divorced her. No question about it. He should have divorced her. Big Tigger should have divorced her, man. Simple as that, y'all. He should have divorced her. If Big Tigger would have divorced her when he was supposed to divorce her, we ain't even here today. And he acknowledged in his paperwork that he filed for divorce and stopped. He stopped and got back with her. He will probably forever regret that mistake. Forever. And I believe he filed for divorce just 3 months after marrying her. I believe he filed for divorce. Right? So he should have just got his ass up out of there, man. And this is why I be trying to tell y'all, nigga, come on YouTube talking about, hey, man, we talking about, no, nigga. That's his fault. He should have divorced. Bro, when you got a situation like that, bro, you have to get your ass out of there. I told you guys. It was an arrest in 2025 on Alicia Brown. If Big Tigger had privy to knowledge to all of these things, think about this. This man could put himself in prison just by being around this woman. But everybody want to get mad at me when I told the truth on this shit. And I said, that's that nigga fault. He should have removed himself from around her. Why would you even, if the family and all these people was telling you this, why would you even be around this woman? Then after the incident in 2025 with the domestic violence, why would you call off you were filed for divorce? You supposed to stand on that and just divorce her and leave. Once that line is crossed, love can't bring you back. Love cannot bring you back once that line is crossed. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Once that line is crossed, love can't bring you back. It just can't. Very sad situation, you guys. Very sad situation, man. My brother should have just got up out of there, man. If he would have left then, he'd have never had these charges right now. Now, he's got these charges facing a mandatory minimum of 3 to 21 years. The cops is not dropping those charges against Big Tigger. And now, they're investigating whether or not the extent of his knowledge of the missing child. And if he knew, or if he, helped conceal the location. And imagine if they come with him on charges on that, bro. That shit gonna be sad, bro. All because you want to be around that chick. I'm just saying, man. This is a lesson to the dudes, man. I tell y'all this, man. Once a woman will allegedly assault you, because remember, she was arrested and that case hadn't even went to court yet. That case haven't even went to court yet. The 2025 case against her, where he's allegedly the victim. Once that happens, bro, you got to roll, man. Because the lines have been crossed now. Because once that line has been crossed, it always can be crossed now. That's why when somebody violates you or cross a line, what you have to do is, man, you have to stand on business, man, and remove yourself from that situation. That way, the violations don't get worse. Because if you don't, and the violations get worse, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. It's going to be all your fault. Because you would have been warned plenty of times about the rules of engagement. Right? Yeah, the father said that's one question I had. Like, the father says he know for a fact that the daughter's alive, but how do you know? If you don't know where she is, how do you know the daughter's alive? Like, make it make sense, dog. That's the part I want to know. Like, how does the father know that the daughter's alive if he doesn't know where she is or hadn't talked to her? That's the part I need to know. Like, make it make sense. The father says he know for a fact the daughter's alive. Well, how? So that did raise a red flag with me. But I told y'all, ain't no sides in this situation. And when I tell you guys, I put the onus on Tigger, bro. You got, bro. That man filed, bro. It's in the paperwork. He admitted he filed for divorce at the beginning of this year, if I don't believe. And then he just called it off. Stayed with her. And I was like, damn, dog. And that made it even worse in my mind. Like, bro, you literally filed for divorce and called it off, nigga? That's on you. That's on you. You supposed to go through with that. Now look. You in a legal battle for everything. You can mess around, lose your job, lose your reputation. Ain't nobody gonna want to work with you no more. Depending on what happened with this case, you might go to prison for a while. Right? And this is the reason why I told everybody. Everybody said, "Oh, but Ticket, he should take that." Man, don't nobody want to go through all this shit. You want to go through all this for taking your phone back? Nah, nigga. Take your ass out there, go to the neighbor's crib, somebody else, call the cops, and tell the cops gonna get it from her ass. And then divorce her, nigga. That's how you move. That's how you stay from getting charged. That's how you stay out of prison. That's how you don't waste your money on lawyer fees. Y'all be telling niggas to do dumb shit and crash out. I be trying to tell these niggas, hey, don't do nothing stupid. It's a major difference. Like, share, subscribe, man.